So if you look at a dog's toenail from the side, you can see this dark pink inside here. That's the quick. So I can basically take off that much of the tip and be safe. Right, so you see again, that's the quick. I can take off that much of the tip and be safe. If I go any shallower than that, I'm gonna quick him. So you can see this toenail here, I can barely take any off. These two I can take off about that much. Also, if you look from underneath the toenail, you can see this kind of thick, meaty part, and then the lip growing over that where there's nail. So when I clip his nail, if I can do this where you can see. So when I go to clip, I'm going to take the clippers and I'm going to go right to the top of that meaty part, right there, and cut. So you see I'm not into that. I can take my clippers and kind of take up a little bit of this top part, right? And you see I'm not down into this meaty bit there. So I've taken off that. I'm going to come to this other one again from underneath. I'm going to get my lip right to the top of that meaty part, clip, and then I can take a little bit of that top part off. All right, when you have black toenails, Emily has a mix of pink and black. You basically have to go by anatomy of the nail. I need to trim your fur and nobody can see anything. Let's see here. You see that? Okay. So basically, whenever I have a nail that's black, I'm gonna go by, you can see the kind of thick triangulation, and then where it gets narrow, I basically can just take off that much of the tip. I already dremeled her nails, so they're already pretty short, but basically that's about how much more I can take off. Again, if you look from underneath the nail, you can see kind of the meaty part here, and then where it goes to solid nail. So I went right up to the edge of where that meaty part is to stop. Good girlie, good girl. So as I get close to the quick, I'll start to see the center of the nail where I'm trimming change. So can you guys see how the middle here is changing, the color of it? I've got a little kind of core action going on. So basically if I go any closer than that, I'm going to start to get into the soft meaty part of his nail and it's going to be uncomfortable. I can still poke this and it's hard, which means I haven't got into that soft part. You can feel it'll start to get spongy in the middle if you're getting really close to the quick. So basically when I get to this point, I know that I can't go any deeper with that without risking it becoming uncomfortable to him. When I go to trim the nail, I'm going to push against his pad with my thumb as I hold his toe with my fingers. So I push like that, hold with the fingers when I go to do the trim. So that way I'm kind of pushing his nail out away from his foot, which makes it a lot easier to see. So the way I like to hold the paw is I take my pinky and this finger, these three fingers behind, and then my thumb goes on the nail. So that way I can kind of isolate that toenail that I'm trying to trim by pushing the little pad out like that. Good girl.